So Valentine's is fast approaching. And if you're watching this in November or say in April or any other month, doesn't matter because Valentine's is always perpetually approaching. So friends, I stand before you today because I do have some great sewing projects that is timely for the said occasion. And if you're going on a date or just celebrating with yourself at home, don't worry, I still got you covered. Nothing fancy, as today's Valentine Sewing Project Ideas are quick and easy to make. All you need is just a few items that are probably already in the comfort of your home. Or perhaps you might want to go out and grab some if you fancy. And the best thing is, we will only use one sewing pattern. Yes, you heard it right, only one sewing pattern. And most importantly, we get to play with embroidery on our sewing machine, the Brother NV180. It's Julius here with you of Sew It's Your Style. Join me in today's hearty video full of passion, full of love, full of sewing and embroidering. What do you say? Alright. So here are 3 quick and easy Valentine sewing projects using just one pattern with the Brother NV180. Our very first project on the list is as simple as it can get. If you're single and you just want to put yourself out there, this outfit is great for you. Yes, my friends, we are going to make an embroidered t-shirt. Simple. So for this project, we will only need an old white t-shirt. Not so old, but it will work. Some red felt fabric, and some trim. And of course, our sewing pattern. Our pattern is simple and we will use this for all our 3 projects. So first, let's make the pattern. We are going to create, make a guess, a heart pattern because it's Valentine. All we need is a wide piece of cardboard or pattern paper will do. This one I have here is 14 by 16 inches in size. We will fold our pattern paper and mark 4.5 inches in width from the fold and 8 inches in height. This is going to be the dimensions of our pattern, so you can adjust if you desire. Once all the marks are plotted, we will roughly cut the paper in a cone shape like motion, which bulges at the end, finishing the cut inwards. And that, my friends, is how you create a heart pattern. So basically, we're cutting out half of the heart, but once unfolded, you get the full pattern. To make the embroidered t-shirt, start by embroidering a design on the red felt fabric. I am embroidering a design that I downloaded off the internet. We will create an applique piece to be sewn onto the front of the garment. Though the NV180 has plenty of built-in embroidery patterns, you can still choose to use one that suits your mood. It is also necessary to embroider before cutting out your fabric pieces, as framing is easier with a wide piece of fabric. Once the embroidering is done, proceed in cutting out the felt fabric using the pattern, ensuring that the embroidery design is centered. Next step is to add some trim to the applique piece. I am using a 1/2 inch wide white trim for this project. This will be sewn onto the applique piece. Once done, sew the applique piece onto the center of the garment using a blanket stitch, a zigzag stitch, or an overcast stitch. Simple! You can now wear an embroidered t-shirt on V-Day. Our second project on the list is a humble pillow. This is great for giving accent in your living room if you want to decorate on Valentine's Day. All we need is some red felt fabric and some ribbons. I love working with felt fabric because it doesn't fray like normal fabric, which means there is no need to finish the seams, and that cuts our sewing time in half. To create the pillow, start by cutting out 2 pieces of felt fabric. And as I've mentioned, embroidering the design ahead of time is ideal. So I went ahead and did my embroidering using this design. The next step is to insert and sew a length of ribbon or trim. This is done by pinning and folding the ribbon along the inside of the fabric edge. This creates a pleated design. This is sewn with a straight stitch to secure the pleats in place. Once done, both fabric pieces are sewn with right sides together. This is sewn with a blanket stitch, leaving about 4 to 5 inches gap to be able to turn the fabric right side out. This is then filled with either cotton fillers, cut up leftover fabric known as cabbage, or micro beads. The gap is then simply hand sewn to be closed. And that, my friends, is how simple it is to make a pillow. You can make dozens of this and decorate your home on Valentine's Day. Our third and last project is great if you're wanting to gift a special someone. We will be creating a Hearty Goodie Bag. This bag features 2 handles and embroidery on both sides. It can be filled with special items such as love letters, chocolates, and cash, if you will. Just like the other 2 projects, we will be using some red felt fabric. To start off, we will embroider as usual. You might have remembered this design as I have done a Valentine pillow project 2 years back. And we're using the same design because why not? While we are embroidering, we will need to cut 4 strips of the red felt fabric measuring 1 inch in width and 12 inches in length. In addition, we will cut 2 pieces of fabric by measuring 2 inches down from the top of the pattern, and this will serve as the facing pieces for the bag. And lastly, we will measure from the 2 inches mark down to the bottom tip of the pattern using a measuring tape. We will double that measurement and cut a strip of fabric measuring 3 inches in width and the measurement we got. This will serve as the sides of the bag. Once embroidering is done, we will cut 2 heart pieces from the embroidered red felt fabric. The 4 strips will be sewn into handles by placing one on top of the other and sewing the sides with a blanket stitch. The ends of both handles is then attached to the wrong side top portion of both heart fabric pieces. Then the facing is sewn along the top portion of the main pieces, wrong sides together. Once the facing pieces are sewn, the sides are then attached. This is not how you would typically sew a bag, but since this is created using felt, exposing the seams are perfectly fine as they don't fray at all. Once done, we have a Hearty Goodie Bag that is perfect for the occasion. And that, my friends, are my 3 quick and easy Valentine sewing project ideas that you can make without having to spend so much time sewing. So go for it and make use of your creativity this Valentine's Day. Enjoy your day with your loved ones, and I will see you in the next sewing video.